talk about something else.
I'm sorry. I struggle with math. The first problem they give us is how far away are you from the rest of the world. I'm just like, there's too many numbers.
Far. Very far.
Yes. We'll do it in assumptions. I am a long way, okay? Shaman, as well as Earth Spirit, coming in for Team Empire. That's how they're going to roll in Game 1. Control, rotation, and what?
Bit of push. They banned out the bat, right? What did they ban last game? Wisp and Titan, I think. And
Yep.
EG banned Puck and Kunkka, but this time banning out the Void instead and for grabbing that Puck first pick. So
Both teams bypass
standard.
Nyx Assassin as well. Another
Yeah.
thing to flag.
interesting.
Might also be because of the Batrider ban.
I mean, you have Miposhka in your team, so putting him on Earth Spirit is very understandable. He's one of the best players on that hero. Very good. But his Nyx is not bad either, and I don't know in this patch when the opening pick is Puck if Earth Spirit is a more desirable hero to get, unless you have like some sort of synergy between what you want to do later on in the draft. If this is just like an open-ended beginning of the draft, I think Nyx would have been a better choice. But
Should actually flag the fact they haven't played the Earth Spirit yet. Or they did play one game of Shaman against Infamous.
Okay.
Team Empire, that
Did
is.
they win that game?
I do not have that result.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I think they might have.
But I believe they did. Actually, I think they drew that series.
Yeah, but they might have won that game.
Yeah, they might have won the game.
Anyway, they banned out Pugna, so we see the Pugna ban again, and then Drow. I think that's a good choice when you're playing against EG's Puck opening. Get rid of the Drow if you feel like you have a ban for it. Even if Shaker is maybe not the most obvious hero for Majaro strat, you don't have to worry about it later.
It's the safetiness. Like,
yes, exactly.
I'm not going to get Dro stratted out, and I cannot deal with the early game pressure.
Yep.
Lose every single lane.
And EG on the other side will be banning a lot of carries. They banned both the TA, the Anti-Mage, and the Void. Gives Empire the Darkseer, so this is an Empire Classic DS Earth.
Yep.
Very good against certain safe laners, not so good against others. What might be surprising is this used to be the type of lane that Lycan didn't want to play against, but nowadays Lycan is actually, once again, fairly good. That could be something EG will be thinking about grabbing fourth. They've had great success with Lycan so far. He's very good with Puck. He is good against Darkseer in the lane, or at least definitely fine. Alternatively, you have something like an Oracle to protect, so Darkseer's shells can be purged off, or you get one of the other carries that does well against Darkseer in lane, such as Juggernaut. A hero like Weaver can be okay. Lifestealer is fine. There's different options. Lifestealer could be this game, actually. I think Arteezy still likes that hero. A good Lifestealer bomb with Puck.
Oh, we're going back down the line of the Enchantress again, but it's still a question mark about if that is actually universes or not.
This was something I was thinking when one team opens with two obvious supports like this, Earth Spirit Shaman, and neither of them is good against an Ench roaming, it can be a very powerful pick to put on a support role, because these two heroes can't deal with Ench's creeps. So I think at this point in time, it's more than likely being played by Zai, and Crit will play the Shaker, and they put either Universe on the Puck or another hero that they haven't picked yet.
Are you
Ench
okay
is
with that?
really good.
Like both ES and Enchantress supports, do you not feel like your lane's going to be a little bit too exposed?
It's okay. If your safe laner can play against Darkseer, you're fine. Because this Ench will destroy. Like, if it's a support in this game and he does well, he does really well. Putting the Puck in the offlane, for example, can be dangerous when you're playing against Shaman. But if you just rotate Ench in with creeps, Shaman can't even lane. So you're enabling your Puck completely in the laning phase. You can maybe find kills on the supports. Or you can go and mess with mid at the same time as your top. Plenty of options. I think this is something that Empire were not expecting, and that is taking them a lot of time to find out. How do we solve this problem? Do we get a carry who can just stand on his own top?
Yeah, do you go the Morphling again? He seemed to be pretty adept at killing off the Enchantress when the E-Blade came up.
Yeah, it's a different story, though, because I think from the laning perspective, the Morph will struggle in this game. He will need help. Morph will get trashed by Ench Puck in lane. So I don't really think they can go that route. They're going to keep their options open, getting Dragon Knight first for mid. So now they have a targeted stun against the Puck. They have more tower push.
Yep.
I think EG will ban Juggernaut now, and that the obvious approach for Empire to win this game is to play fast. So they want to use Shaman Wards, Dragon Knight, and then the Jugger. The other pick that I could see for them work very well would be something like Venomancer. And just play a high-paced game. Get through the lanes, look toward taking towers, and going that route. I think a greedy carry this game will be punished so hard if this is a support edge.
I kind of want to just like flag up the Luna once more. Just
Luna could work.
like, would you still class her as like greedy in this situation for Empire, or is the aura and the push power, if you do group up, is it going to be enough?
She's pretty weak in lane against Enchantress with creeps.
Because who's stronger though?
Oh, there's plenty of heroes that can do okay against it. Like heroes that can get away, for example. It's already a benefit that you can escape.
Well, if you want to escape, push as well, someone who's good against creeps, Clinks would be very high up on the list.
Clinks is somewhat okay, but he dies to a dust. But then you're at least buying dust. I still think Juggernaut is a pretty good approach overall to this as a choice. You can, if you are strictly worried about Ench and you just want to stay alive in the lane, there are other picks. There's the Lycan, as expected. Gonna come out, he'll be facing the Darkseer Earth Spirit lane, and I still think this is gonna be a Jugger ban. I'm feeling that ban being good. And then I don't know what Empire are gonna do. Like they could try the Morphling again, like you said, it can work. If they do that, I think Earth Spirit is pinned to top lane. I don't think he can play with Darkseer bottom and expect his Morphling to get to play Dota. There's gonna be way too much pressure on them if this Enchantress is a support. But the problem for them is they don't even know. They will know on their last pick, at least, because EG has the 9th pick of the draft.
Yeah.
So Empire do get to adapt if they.
So more of I don't want to say a blind ban, but something that's going to mess with their 5th pick that they want. So they take out the Timbersaw.
Yep, so they're worried that the Dragon Knight will have a bad matchup mid, and that the puck will go offlane, and then by virtue of just putting Timber mid, they win the Timber versus Dragon Knight lane, the Lycan does fine against Darkseer, and then the supports of EG.
Who else wrecks the DK?
Razor, very one-sided matchup.
Yep.
It's a hero Sumail does play, but I don't think they've played it for quite a while. I think it's still more of an Arteezy hero overall, the way the hero works.
And this could still just be a counter pusher as well. Like a hero who has gotten through the pool.
So ban Sven. He's also good.
Maybe another hero you could go for. I don't know if you want to go that many mass wards though, but the Venomancer for the first time has actually slipped through the ban pool.
I like Venom here as well. I think it can definitely be good.
It can kind of work for both sides. Sumail Venomancer has happened in the past. Even Empire, if they want to try and really push and force the issue with it. Both Shadow Shaman wards and Plague wards. That's a lot to get through for melee heroes who are not good with dealing with it.
Yep. Depending on this last pick from EG, Venom might be really good. If they put the puck off lane, then I like the idea of not picking.
You kind of already got like 3 offlaners of EG, like Enchantress, Earthshaker, Puck. Like they've all played.
Yep.
They all get played by Universe in the offlane. It makes this draft almost impossible to read from Evil Geniuses.
This could just be an offlane Shaker, Ench jungle, and then the last picking a support. Like who knows?
Yeah.
They could do that as well, putting Puck mid.
And the answer is Enigma. Hello.
So this
is Zai's Enigma? Offlane Ench? Or
I still think
it's just
offlane Enigma.
Okay.
I think it's Enigma for Universe, and then they put Ench Shaker support duo.
Hmm.
The alternative approach is to offlane the Ench and put Enigma as like a full jungler, but I think it's very greedy, and Ench will have a hard time in this lane because it has so much magical damage. Shadow Shaman plus Earth Spirit actually pack quite the punch, and then depending on what carry they pick, deal with it. This makes EG's high ground defense very good. Having this Midnight Pulse is very difficult for Dragon Knight to deal with, and it's also a hero that the Eidolons can actually get rid of the Shaman wards fairly well if they prepare for that. So it's a pretty good pick, I think, and it makes Empire's carry choice very difficult. There's a lot of carries that don't. Let's see what they end up going for. Veno Jugger or
Oh. Okay.
So I did mention that earlier, that you could get something like Weaver against Ench just because it's fast and can get away.
That's a Sumail Shaker.
But this is weird for their line. I'm not feeling this Weaver pick personally.
It's a Universe Enigma, a Sumail Shaker, and an Arteezy Lycan. Everything else moves to support. That can't. They have to switch, right?
No, not necessarily.
Crits Puck.
Yeah.
Do we have that?
It's been played before. I think Puck can be played support. I've done it a couple times myself. It's like a what's so nice about Puck as a hero is that its early game is very good. You know, you have good damage, you have good attack animation, you have mobility. All of your spells deal good damage. You can technically play this hero without a Blink Dagger. If you're position 5, it's playable, right? Like, you just play around the edges of the fight. When you see a good chance, you walk into Dream Coil and you orb through, and maybe you jaunt in silence, and then you're in. You know, then you might die, but you're at 5. So, whatever, right? Like, then you set up your team for success. So, I think EG with support Puck are either 1-1 or 2-1, I think. They've played it a couple of games. And I like the idea of it. The reason they're doing this is that they want to win this mid lane, and I think Shaker has a really good matchup against Dragon Knight. Shaker against melee heroes in general is nice in mid, and they might be worried that their Puck can't really put in enough
So far, unless like I didn't actually see, this is our second round of games today, right? So they haven't played a game yet. They haven't played a Puck in support role.
Not in this tournament.
No. They've had it once on Universe against TNC, and they had it once on Sumail against TNC.
Yep.
Alright. Player with the most last hits at 7 minutes. That's an early time.
It could be Enigma, actually.
Alright, is Arteezy going safe lane? My money's on Arteezy.
You take Arteezy?
Yeah, my money's on Arteezy.
I'm going to gamble here. I'll take Universe, actually. I think this could be the type of game where Enigma just gets a lot in the jungle.
Well, the other gambling is the fact that Resolution kills off conversions.
Yeah, that's if Universe plays the game like that, but I don't think he's going to be that much in the lane, because it's going to be dangerous. He'll play a lot around the triangle area, and then maybe go a bit further into his jungle whenever, and he will deny some farm from the Weaver as well. So that could happen. Okay, not too much time left.
Okay.
Most observer wards placed by game end, coin flip, right? Like, who do you want to pick?
Yeah, EG?
That's wrong. I'll take Empire. Okay. Player with highest total magic or pure damage done by 25.
Well, the Darkseer is the one we didn't go with last time.
This time...
And Arteezy will be on the lane taking the damage.
Shaker does a lot of physical... He does, like, mix, but not really pure. I think DS is a good guess on this one.
He's also gonna combo with the ES. So...
And there's multiple melee heroes that could take shell damage. I think Darkseer is a really good choice for that. Lycan's gonna get hit by shell in the lane as well.
First Roshan kill has to go to EG. Their lineup is just so nicely built for it.
Both lineups can do it. So
yeah,
I'm with you on that. I think we'll try for EG.
The only thing I'm uncertain about is the Arteezy. For player with most last hits. But I'm gonna commit. So is the rolling boulder forward. Empire grabbed 3 runes. Roger able to steal that rune away from Crit, who just orbs away. And Arteezy already moved back for the lane. So it's going to be an aggressive lane here from Empire. I want to change my prediction. It's not going to be Arteezy. Balls! Naposhka and Roger are up here with a dual aggressive lane. They're going to combo with Resolution. And thanks to their Observer Ward, they already see Crit in the neighborhood. It puts Darkseer against an Enigma. Not a bad thing for Universe if he wants to convert the Iron Shell creep all the time and then focus it with conversions. And then Sumail versus FN, the Earthshaker versus the DK in mid. And then, of course, Zai.
Yep. And that is the big wildcard to look for. I think this aggro lane is really difficult to play for Empire.
Against an Enchantress.
It is so hard. I actually think Miposhka could die right now.
Oh, Miposhka does get caught, and, well, he'll take the first nuke. Crit has his orb available. Zai, no enchant, but he'll have it up in 2 seconds' time, so they can slow down Miposhka again. Crit jumps forward, secondary Hadouken flies out. Miposhka so low, and Crit will claim the first blood. Resolution's in pretty deep here as well. Level 1 Chikuchi. A dangerous thing to use because now it's on cooldown for 6 seconds time. Crit can actually trade with him. The Hadouken's able to connect again. Resolution try and juke it around the tree line. Able to do so. Orb jump forward. He'll Shikuchi quickly. No jaunt on this one. Not when Miposhka and Roger are back into the lane.
I don't like this play call from Empire. I think aggroing here is a death sentence for themselves. This lane is not... It's not happening, man. Like, get out.
Resolution's just taken so much damage as well from just this one Sada Banisher who's Tormentor that's rotated over. If they can kill it, Zai deny? No.
Good try, though.
Something is gained.
Yeah. But this this is not ill-advised to go aggro into Ench unless you have a really strong... Oh, Crit! Well, if he wants to give him a kill, then maybe it's going to work out a little bit better. So that he was just a bit out of position there and got caught by the Shackle.
It's at the same time as Zai was backing up.
Exactly. The way you play this kind of lane around Ench is that it's Ench's lane. You know, it's Ench calling what he wants to do. You play around what the Enchantress does, and then he is the shot caller, basically, more or less for this lane. Like,
But now this lane also changes. That you're bringing in a set of mindset. He's going to burn off all the mana of either Miposhka or Resolution. They need to get rid of this thing fast.
Yeah, they got rid of it now.
Yeah, but now there's no mana on Miposhka.
There's an Invis on Zai. There's no mana on Rezo. Oh, he has 5 sticks. He can get out.
There's your Howl. That's a lot of damage. And
good.
the enchant, the kick from Roger. It's not enough space. The orb doesn't have chip damage. Arteezy, rolling boulder, very close onto him. Arteezy will fall. Zai, he's the man to end Roger's life, but Resolution stays alive through this offlane.
So what I was getting at was the way this lane is generally going to be played out is that Enchantress wants to get creeps, and when Enchantress has the creeps she wants, she will call that she's coming over, and that's how you play. Until that, you have to pretend that Enchantress is not, like, she's not really part of the lane, right? So whenever Zai comes over with a creep, they have plays. When he doesn't, they have to yield a little bit. Then there's the whole mind game of pretending Ench is there, right? By like playing aggressively, so they get scared.
Everything.
Yeah, but they see the movements, right? So they know when Zai is leaving. That's so annoying. You know what I'm happy about?
What?
I'm happy I'm not Shadow Shaman in this game. Actually, I really don't want to play Shadow Shaman in this game. Get me out, you know?
It seems like Shaman's always that hard time, but hey, I saw Faith with the amazing Shaman play from yesterday.
Yeah, you can.
That was a beautiful thing.
It's a great and a fun hero. This is just not how you want to play Shaman. Aggro trialing with Shaman is generally very difficult, and Enchantress is one of the worst possible matchups. The reason Empire might be doing this is that they feel like, at least like this, they pin the Ench top. So the other lanes can play one-on-one matchups, like the Darkseer can face Enigma, which is pretty good, and then they get Dragon Knight against Shaker, which is a somewhat even lane. I think slightly Shaker favored.
Roger's trying to get rid of this stat of Mind Stealer so much, he's rolling boulders for it. And then, oh, Samael. Oh, he has a haste rune. That should be a kill. If you can just time it up nicely, he's got another Totem Stomp, able to connect. DK, FM blocked in by his own creep wave, but Samael, too much damage from the tower. Mana up again, he's got Fissure available, but needs to end it with the Totem Stomp. FN jukes it around the tree line, Samael can't find it, and now he's lost the movement speed advantage. But he's pushing the DK home, and will come over to steal the 4-minute bounty rune on bottom.
That's such a Samael dive. He doesn't care.
It's got Action Rune. You make action with Action Rune.
Yes, so.
Resolution, very deep under the tower, gonna get hit by Maleficus, but...
Yeah. Empire have to lane swap. This top lane didn't work, so... I like the fact that they identified that and don't keep running their heads against a wall, but now the Weaver needs catch-up time. He didn't die top, as you pointed out, but his farm isn't very good, 15 CS minute 5, and he will be playing against an over-leveled Enigma. It's like a full level ahead. So Enigma can play this lane if he wants. He can also just play the triangle here and get good farm.
Is Samael actually going to try this?
He's
got a bounty rune lined up, so if FN stays close enough, Samael can potentially Echo Slam, get a surprise level 6, and then just pop FN down. So there's your first stomp. He hasn't triggered the bounty. There it goes. And level 6, Echo Slam. Zai comes in to say hello, but that was just definitely forefront in their mind.
Very, very nicely prepped. It's, you know, that reminds me of the classic play back when Lion used to be played in mid. For your level 5, you Impale stun the wave plus the enemy hero. You get 6 from the Impale creep you kill, and then you skill Finger and kill the hero off.
Puck will end up going down. Yep. And Arteezy has 1.5 minutes to get back onto the top CS board. work hard. Hey, he's 4 behind, man.
It's actually the Shaker.
He's played catch up really, really quickly. Samael is winning at the moment.
Yeah, we both have good chances here. I picked Enigma. I definitely think that could happen too.
Yeah, Samael could just start his rotations.
Yep.
And that's what he will look for. Like, he's going phase boots to start with.
Yeah, stop farming.
He's going pure damage. He's going to stop farming, and this will allow Arteezy to play catch up. As well as Enigma, who's now gone into the jungle. Bloody hell!
I'm trying to figure out here what Empire were expecting to accomplish top and what the benefit is now. Now they have Darkseer top with good levels. He's level 5 because he played safe lane, and he's playing against the Lycan, who's also level 5. So he has the Feral Impulse, and I don't think this duo of heroes.
Shackles. They got the Iron Shells. The burn's too much on Lycan. He can't get away from this. Arteezy wants to, but he just doesn't have the speed.
A nice kill.
And I'm gonna lose my points.
I wasn't actually sure they were even going to be able to do that, but 2 level 3 shells with that long shackle.
Oh, rolling bolt up. Crit's looking for some revenge. Sumail getting shackled up. Silence from Crit will help break him free. And the totem stomp. Sumail stick charges keeps him alive. The attack. Roger just needs to get in range. They'll cancel the secondary TP. Not sure if that was actually from the bottom, but Crit staying on the back of Miposhka. The rolling boulder forward from Roger. He needs the rock. Sumail prepares. He's got 1 hit, but the Iron Shot burn may be too much. And Miposhka attacks him, ticks him, and Sumail will fall. And it looks like we're all going to be wrong, and FN is actually the winner.
Dragon Knight.
7.5 minutes in, and Dragon Knight.
Enigma's still
I'll
farming,
take
Toby.
it.
It could happen.
Oh wait, hang on.
Oh,
No, it says the result was Sumail. It was 7 minutes, not 7.5. So Sumail still our win. And Victor.
Bloody arse.
I trusted you, Sin.
No, you didn't. You picked another hero than I did.
That's true. I didn't trust you at all.
That's
Why would I trust you, Sin?
Understandable.
Universe might be thinking about a nice big black hole on bottom lane. Sumail is here. Resolution just has to get close enough, and the fissure will allow this to work. Sumail waiting for it. Okay! Maybe not necessary. Totem into just like 1 hit would have been enough to kill him off, but safety first, Sumail, Echo slams. Double ultis to kill off that Weaver.
Yeah, there's always the risk that there's a support rotating in that can counterplay them if he enchants first, and at the end of the day, there's not that big of a chance that he gets to use Echo in the next minute and a half, probably, so fair enough. Big kill. Killing the Weaver again. And EG are just in a very good position
Sumail.
in this game. Yep.
Maybe now he's going to be in trouble, able to get the stomp off, but Miposhka just out of range, so Shackles will be able to be committed. Crit wants to come in to help out. The orb will fly in, but the double kick as he rolling bolted forward caught Crit as well. Sumail wants to run, he's got time to bottle up, not to mention his phase boot movement speed, but the best movement speed is Arteezy. Fissure will lock the Earthshaker in with the Earth Spirit. That ain't confusing. Double ESs.
Yep.
Meanwhile, Zai's having a great time up on top lane.
Yeah, so this has gone a bit quiet now, right? The Enchantress was dominating the early laning as he should in this game, and now he's playing... This is a trap that a lot of Enchantress players fall into, where you dominate the lane early, and then you just keep putting pressure. You need to also scale. Like, you need to make sure your hero gets to have an impact later on, and Zai's got a really good balance of that in this game. He wins the lane's stabilized, and he's been farming quite a bit since then. Oh, nice try. That was so close.
If he hit that, it would have been a wow. But he didn't, so it's more of a
Oh, wow.
Ow. An owl, not a wow. I'm not going to give you the W.
I don't know.
Oh, Zai's able to hold this lane pretty nicely. Rolling boulder forward. He's still got the tornado causing troubles for FN underneath the tower. The Iron Shot burn damage hits the Enchantress nicely, but now with the enchant onto the Earth Spirit, he's got no way to get away. The more distance he's got, they need vision, and then Zai can finish the job. They're getting a little bit of it. One more impetus. Rolling boulder. Sumail tried to catch him. He'll have to run through the broken trees, and Roger, hello. Wait, what the hell happened there? Did he just like...
He auto-attacked him while flying away.
Okay.
That's what you can do.
Arteezy also just farmed up the Mass Serpent wards in mid and denies the mid-tier 1 tower.
It's still, this is good pressure being put by Empire, right? They get this mid tower, they force that down, they're getting top tower very low. At the same time, Resolution's getting space bottom and pushing here. This is good stuff from them. They're making the right moves with the tools that they have right now, making sure that their heroes get a chance to scale back into the game. That's also a thing that often happens in Enchantress games, is that Enchantress like destroys the lanes, but then when the game goes quiet, it doesn't convert into something meaningful enough. And EG's big lead from minute 7 hasn't really grown for the last 5 minutes. It's like flatlined a bit.
Time to fight. Arteezy gets scouted out. Miposhka saw him first. The kick is nice, holding Lycan in spot, and well, okay, Resolution. Low on life, but TP's on top of his own shrine, which is warded up quite nicely. The tower very low. The double catapult's actually helping to finish that one off. That's the one controlled up by Zai. Now it's Crit who's on the run. Has himself a level 2 silence. The fissure. Again, really good positioning from Miposhka, ensuring he can get that full shackle duration out, and that fissure stun doesn't stop him from Sumail, and Sumail has to run. 2 seconds till phase boots. Resolution's running after him. Where's the help? Sumail is alone. The rock, it doesn't connect, and the fissure, however, will. 4 heroes stunned up as Sumail starts his retreat.
That was very close. If that stone connects, I'm pretty sure Sumail dies. But actually, he had 11 on the wand and the raindrops. I think he's fine no matter what there, and will get out. That's gonna cost him the tower though. FN popping that dragon form, he can just run in and do a couple of attacks here, and that tower will go down. At the same time, Universe is the one farming. Like EG are just being very, very efficient with the map, getting a lot of farm everywhere, and Empire are maybe bringing 1 or 2 extra heroes to the party every time, but they're not really getting enough kills to make it worth their while. They're just, as we said, they're just flatlining. They're not gaining, EG's not gaining, but then it's about who is indirectly gaining by the state of the game being like.
They're going to fight top. FN's on the run. The Wolves going to body block him up for a second. Sumail just starts with the Echo Slam into the follow-up totem, and with Universe, okay! It's Universe's time now to commit the long cooldown ultimate to ensure the kill.
It's about sending a message.
Send my regards.
Yeah.
Zai needs a way out of this. The shackles, the iron shells, they'll try and burn. They realize there's no point to punch him. That's 4 points up in Untouchable. And the catapult, controlled by Zai!
Shackle.
It blocks him out, but the shackle, the one melee creep, it saw him on the other side of the tree line. Now Zai just, okay, send a message with the impetus as well. No drum charge available, cannot TP. Hexed up in the tree lines. Shackles are back off cooldown. Zai has to stay out of range of both Iron Shell as well as everything else. Just too much to do.
That's actually the dumbest kill I've seen all tournaments. That was so funny. The first shackle is a kill if they have Iron Shell on both heroes, but it didn't have time to set it up. And there's like this awkward chase around with another full shackle, but the Darkseer can't connect.
Well, Resolution,
mid lane.
This is really good, but the kick from Roger! Resolution was able to get Shikuchi off and gets away to safety. And they shall both drink a very happy beverage under the shrine.
Good push bottom from Empire again.
Here comes Enigma.
That's a dead Miposhka.
Sumail, if he gets the fissure, most definitely. And he's waiting. He's waiting. The
Oh,
totem. And
Whoa,
now,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
hexed up. This isn't the play, but the Necro units, as well as the Lycan Wolves, will chase down Miposhka so they can look for a different target. Over towards Ghostic. Another great kick for Roger. Keeping Arteezy at bay. Crit so low. Resolution. Time lapses off the damage after getting the kill onto Crit. Thanks to that damage from Shikuchi. Roger still around. So is Sumail. Blinks back into relative safety. This kick's gonna miss, and Maleficus, plus the Wolves, plus the Necro units, and the Impetus, he'll turn on the Magnetize. But everyone from EG is very, very safe.
I'm a bit surprised they went for that. I'm not sure what they expected. They knew every single of those heroes was down there, and they were only 2 of them. So that was a 2-on-4 where they were trying to set up kills with a kick. Wasn't likely to succeed. They gave away an extra freebie there with the Earth Spirit that could have definitely been avoided. EG are still controlling the game very nicely, and we have to... Something we didn't talk about just yet is when it comes to Enigma last picks, you very often look at 2 things. Can Enigma push towers with Eidolons, and is there a counter to BKB Black Hole? And the answer is no. So if Universe is getting this farmed, he is top of the CS right now, 15 minutes in. If he gets to this BKB stage at the right time of the game, he can just choose. He can pick who he wants to lock down for the full duration of Black Hole, 4-second stun with high damage.
Yeah.
And that is a really big problem.
Here we go again. This is the reason why you can just continue to pick up the Lycan for Arteezy. The Wolves are always scouting, and it's not just that, they body block up perfectly. So Shaman is down, EG are on their way, FN gonna break out of his invis, goes into dragon form, goes for the Enchantress, takes forever to actually attack. He knows this is gonna happen, so moves closer with the Iron Shell. Roger's on the other side of this fight. Arteezy gonna try and hunt him, while FN, space created by Ghostic with the 3-man back wall, but not enough space. Dragon Knight is still going to go down in front of Roshan, and Arteezy has finished off Roger. So 3 heroes lost for Empire in the space of a minute. Resolution is going to push nowhere near as fast as his Morphling. Universe just commits him for the black hole. Sumail is here, but it's Arteezy who will claim the double kill by killing off Resolution. 4 heroes lost in 1 minute, plus an extra couple of seconds.
Yeah. EG are outmaneuvering them. This is like kind of reminiscent of the first game where the difference here is that EG got off to a better start in the lanes as well this time. I think this Enchantress pick just paid massive dividends early on, and then when we get to this mid-game stage, last game it happened later, but they're moving around better. There's a lot of There's a lot of erroneous movement from Empire that, or nonsensical movement rather, like this last fight where Roger just rolls over the cliff to place a ward, and then he rolls into Arteezy, and Arteezy's like, oh, nice, I'm hungry, and then he gets that kill. And the Dragon Knight and Darkseer end up fighting a 2-on-3 in the river. The heroes are just not combining very well. This is the type of play they need. Get together with a smoke, and don't have that happen.
Go on the one hero who has the blink ready, the kick will fly forward. Universally has the Midnight Pulse down. They're going to magnetize for this. Meanwhile, Samel kills Weaver on the bot lane. They're going to go after Universe into the tier 3. I don't see that happening. And Zai, thanks to the fact he's got a stolen catapult, is going to take the tier 2 tower on bot lane. So even with the mass open wards committed, crit, Dream Call onto Samel into the back lines, a 3-man fissure. Universe may not have his ulti available, but they're keeping Darkseer out of trouble. The shackles are onto Earthshaker. Arteezy, Necros are up once more, looking for the kill on the DK, and EG now are pretty well split between the kills that they want. They'll focus 3 heroes now onto Miposhka, but do they get FN as well? Zai and Arteezy working together. FN toggling his way to hopeful life is what he has. A couple of one charges available back underneath the tower. The kick from Roger hits sweetly, and FN will be able to survive the fight.
It's the silver lining when you're not getting any kills and just dying everywhere. At least they get their Dragon Knight out of there, but Empire are finding nothing at all on this map, except this tier 2 tower mid that I think they just got, right? Was that... That might even be a while ago by now. I think it is a while ago by now.
Miposhka killed mid tower, and Zai killed the other tower.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
That was that one.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
so
it was that
just
one.
get that.
Yep.
I wasn't seeing things, but yeah, the Empire lineup. So this is the problem, right? Is that parts of their lineup really want to go for this 5-man push, and then you have that with Weaver, who doesn't. The Darkseer needs time to build up and farm this mech that he now has, but the rest of the lineup isn't really coming together too well, whereas EG's lineup is very just fast and fighting ready and fighting willing all the time. So there's a bit of a disconnect there from a draft perspective as well from Empire. That's why I didn't like the Weaver pick as much, compared to, say, like the Juggernaut or the Veno that we talked about that could maybe contribute to this 5-man push. And then you commit to that strategy, and maybe it's not good enough, maybe you lose, but this is... It just seems unlikely for this Weaver to end up having a good game under these circumstances.
It's like a half and half for you, is it?
Exactly, and sometimes these hybrid lineups that are a little bit of this, a little bit of that are good. I just don't think this particular mix of heroes feels that good against what EG are running this time around.
Well, the mass open wards are down once more, and Empire really want to be able to take out this top tier 2 tower, and they will be able to get it. But Samael plus the Gen group, they're now going to chip into the bottom tier 3 tower. Crit, hoping to cancel off some kind of the TPs. They have an aggressive Observer Ward down from Empire. And looks like Crit, well, yeah, there you go. Jumping in, stopping the Resolution from coming back. Forcing the rest of Empire to continue to look this way. Meanwhile, that tier 3 tower has lost 1/3 of its life. Or 1/4 of its life. And they're going to keep fighting? Darkseer and DK aren't here. Resolution, Miposhka, and Roger, they want to try and find something. They find Samael, but then again, who really has found who? Roger turns on the Magnetize, and they try to bail out and then fake EG into a fight? This opens up Roshan if EG want to slip in.
A lot of these movements and setups that they've tried to make with the Earth Spirit just haven't worked, and I think they're getting a bit... They've seemed very desperate for the last minutes on their moves, or maybe even all last 10 minutes. Roger's moves just haven't worked. He's level 6 minute 20 now on this Earth Spirit, and he's just like, you know, he's just desperately trying to find something to get back into the game. That's just not the way to do it. EG are reading them very well and outplaying them on these movements, and as a result, this Earth Spirit is just starting to become a non-factor almost. This is not where you want to be at as Earth.
Zai just stole the DK illusion, gonna send it back up the hill towards the shrine to scout out both Roger as well as the DK who blinks away. Arteezy gonna commit dog form. Roger goes for the rolling boulder kick. He thought Roshan would be lower, and now Crit's gonna kill him with the orb thanks to the bonus damage of the Roshan slam. EG will take Roshan, and now they're looking to take more. The Malphite stun on FN. Arteezy with dog form means he moves so quickly. Shapeshift will wear off now, but Crit will hold him in position thanks to the Dream Call and the follow-up stun and damage from Samael. Samael is unstoppable. A 7-1-7 on that Earthshaker. Real solid performance all around from EG.
Yeah. There's not much else to say. They're just, they're playing a good game. just like they were in the last one. This one is a bit more one-sided than the last.
They're looking for the opening. Ghostic
good
back,
wall.
3-man wall with a rolling boulder fall, but Universe, the black hole is down. Darkseer and Shaman caught in it, going for a spin. Samael, too much damage from the wards. But remember, he has that Aegis the Immortal. He'll come back to life. Universe was lost for the cause. But 3 heroes still down for Team Empire. And it's enough to dissuade EG from going any further here.
That was a great back wall into Earth Spirit combo, but there were 2 things missing there. Oh, actually only 1 thing missing. It's a pretty big one. They didn't have the Dragon Knight. He was dead.
Yep.
So this combo could have been super sick with a...
You imagine his splash damage
couple
kicking
splash
in?
attacks on the Breathe Fire would have given them like 3 or 4 kills there. But, you know, that's the kind of thing that happens in those situations. The fight isn't even going to break out if he's alive, because then EG will not be in that position. More than likely, anyway.
Samael, Mr. Invis Rune, Mr. Echo
Rezo's
Slam,
gonna die.
and boom, boom, Mapochka quick on the Hex, and now maybe they can turn it around. Earthshaker shackled up, Lycan units are coming over, and they're focusing onto Mapochka, who I think understands he might have sacrificed himself for the greater good. The kicks, trying to keep the Necro units under control and away from their support. Duke could get the wolf away, and they will. So Samael, that's a big streak to end. Resolution just got 736 gold for that.
Nice read from Mapochka to be in that position. Just wait. Had a feeling maybe... I don't know if they saw the Invis Rune get picked up, but he was just protecting the Weaver, having a feeling that it could happen.
They never even saw him come over. Like, there's no observer ward there at all. They have the 1 sentry up next to their shrine, but it is not coupled with an ops. So they didn't see his movement in.
So what do we got here? A little bit of a comeback. Who got the kill?
It went to Resolution.
Okay, so that's a really big bag of gold for the Weaver. He almost has BKB. Very...
Hello, Mapochka. Support's coming over. Ghostic is here. And now, well, Shackles are out. Very quickly cancelled off. FN gets the stun. And with the Magnetize, Samael will have to create more space to get that fissure straight through the middle of him. Ghostic is so low. He already burnt the mech charge. And Crit wants to keep going. The Shackles are holding Samael in position. But there's only so much Mapochka can do. He'll blink away. Maybe there's more than he can do. A quick stun onto Resolution. No black hole, no big control, but no mana. He's got a 1 charge just to get him up enough to Shikuchi up, but Resolution sticks with him. They have the detection thanks to level 3 Necro box, and Samael's not done yet. A fissure block onto Roger. Maybe he can deny himself up to the Ancients. Maybe is not going to happen. They've lost 4. And Evil Geniuses 24 minutes into this game have a chokehold on Empire.
Yeah. This game is closing in on its end, it looks like now. This should be a lane of barracks. These death timers are really low, but EG are just so far ahead. Gonna go in straight away. Black Hole is ready. He has BKB ready now on Universe as well.
With the Blink Dagger?
Any 2-man Black Hole here is a lane. They might respect them. I don't think they have to go back here. They aren't. It's just Arteezy standing back a little bit and letting the other 2 heroes do the hitting.
Yep.
But this engage from Empire is gonna be so difficult. They're gonna respect them though and take it easy. Might do a fake back here where they... Do they have a smoke with them?
Courier's coming at the moment. It's the broadsword. It's the Samael Shadowblade. And their top lane's being pressured, so Arteezy will come back for this. Very, very safe play from EG.
Yeah, well, they don't see the gold graph either. I mean, they definitely know they're far ahead. You can feel that in the game, but...
It's that last team fight, right? Like, Ghostic's blink into the vac wall, and the fact that it wasn't as one-sided as they would like it to be.
It can definitely go wrong. Yeah. I think the margin for error is so big because they have the BKB and Enigma. If they didn't have that, I think this back is a lot... I don't want to call it better, but a lot more necessary, if you will.
Somehow found an opening.
Yep.
Ghostic, he did get bumped for a second, but okay. That seems to be the easiest kill Samael's going to get in a while. A quick heal, Scepter up. That's Samael's own. Hex, Mapochka in the tree lines, but Universe. It's a 2-man black hole. Messages are sent very loud and clear. Samael and Universe. It's like they just want a combo every time. Zai? That just looks like bait. FN goes for the kill. Arteezy is here. They don't have another stun available. So a straight TP out. Resolution being chased down by these Necro books. Burn off mana after mana after mana, and Arteezy tries just a poor swipe through Resolution. He's got time-lapse available, but even worth it until the Dragon Tail stun. Arteezy, too deep, way too deep. Respect was meant to be given, and now it was lost. What was under the tier 3 tower? Tunnel vision, if ever we saw it. Oh, wow. can't cry when it's self-inflicted.
It's not. Team?
Team, please. It's like, what were you doing? What were you doing? I was killing bottom lane. Okay. How many kills did you get? 2. Oh. Yeah. Mid tier 3 tower's bloody low now. Just some units would finish that.
That's some nice gold for Dragon Knight. Got 750 for that. It's closing in on his BKB. A little bit of an overextension. EG have more than enough space for that, though.
Yeah.
I would imagine. I would also imagine he wouldn't have gone for that dive unless they felt this kind of a commanding position. It's one of those moments where you're just like, let's go. Might take it easy a little bit more now. The Roche is how far away? 1 minute and 30 until it can spawn.
Yeah. So it could be a while. But the BKB just came in for FN. You can see him grouping up. Ghost is actually TPing the bottom lane. He wants to push out, but there's a smoke on Roger. But with no fresh iron shells on heroes in the fight, it's not working. So Ghost, okay, he's put an iron shell on the bottom lane just to push it out, and now it's going to rejoin the team. Are they actually going to try and force high ground? Do you mass Serpent Ward and go up? There's no Black Hole for 23 seconds. Echo Slam's just come off cooldown. So they're going to have their big combos.
They might think the Black Hole cooldown is longer than that, but at this point, I wouldn't blame them for going for something like that. They just got 2 key items. Those 2 BKBs, the Shaman Wards, can be dropped and they can try to protect them. I think the play is almost impossible to pull off, but at the same time, like, what else are you going to do? You need to set up some sort of fight so that you can come back in the game. You're not coming back in the game by expecting Lycan to dive your base 7 times in a row. That's not going to happen. Like, you need to make your own opportunities.
Never say never, Sid.
I'm pretty sure that's not going to happen.
They're trying to. So Ghostix forcing in the top lane. They're trying to bait it out. EG smoked up themselves. They were looking for an opening in mid. Yeah. Samael has himself a fresh Crystallis, and he's just gonna he's gonna stare down the tower. That's a decent creep wave going in through top, and Arteezy is coming back, so EG doesn't find the opening they want, Empire doesn't find the gank they want, and both teams go back to just defending their homes.
Yeah, the important thing to note here, though, is that Empire is looking for something. They went up there together, they tried to set up a perimeter, they put an Ops and a sentry, they sat to the top left of that, hoping that EG would run into them. EG didn't take the bait, but Empire is trying to find a fight outside their own base. They're not accepting just being choked out, so that is the approach they need to have, but there might be a better way of enforcing this with some sort of split where they're giving a little bit of information away. Like, let's say you sent the Darkseer to shell the top wave or whatever, so there's shells up there, then EG think Darkseer's there, and then maybe that can bait them into trying to take a fight. Darkseer TP's down, and they make a quick collapse movement. Something along those lines. It's maybe a bit too obvious right now with the way Empire are moving around the map. Now they're also on top of the ward, but they don't know that.
Yeah.
But EG have very good information to go on right now.
What do we got coming out? Greaves is now available for Ghostic. So he's got Blink and Greaves, and that's practically everything he's got. An easy way to break free from the stun control, which could be there from the Puck. I say that when Puck is, like, Crit is rapidly approaching an Aghanim Scepter. And we have to remember that if this game does go long, you're still running a 420 support Puck.
Yeah,
like, if he reaches 25, but like the way this game is going, like just the defensive nature that EG is also showcasing, they know they should win this game. But the money will just skyrocket, and then everyone's fantasy points, which how are they going right now? Well, if you had Samael, you're very happy. He's 19.3 for this game. If you had Universe, you're even happier. Echo Slam, top, the fissure is nice, and Universe! The 3-man black hole not possible, but Pochka doesn't walk into it. He was just on the edge, and they're looking for more, and they've got it. The Dream Call. FN's doing his TP out. 3 heroes lost, but it's the timing once again. EG win a fight and instantly do Roshan.
Yeah, they could also go down mid and try for a lane of racks here with these 40-second death timers, but this is also
Wait, they actually got Mapochka too?
Oh my god.
Samael just hung around?
He just damaged him 1400 in one swing. He went from 85% to 0 to 1 enchant. It's already a hard Shaman game, man.
Mercy for sports, please.
He has a family.
Does Shaman really have a family? I see him being a hermit, and the only people that will talk to him are his Serpent Wards.
Still a family.
He's the loner, man. Shaman is truly forever alone.
Spawning next to his buddy soon. Then he can enjoy that until he gets ripped apart in 30 seconds by an Totem. Very nice.
I like how you give him that not that long, 30 seconds.
He needs time to walk outside base, unless Artis is gonna die.
One of those moments where like you just wonder, it's like, is EG now just having a little bit of fun?
I think they are. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't know if this this Daedalus build is. I think it's Sumail's standard. Like, I was questioning it. Do you go Chrysalis here instead of something like BKB against these like million stuns and silences? But
dude, it's.
I'm pretty sure Sumail usually goes for this.
He's just trying to do more damage than Denty did in that first DS game.
Yeah. Guess so.
And that hit pretty damn hard. You give him Howl, you give him like all these buff ups, combining it up with the full Daedalus. Crit's gonna come in, they break the smoke, Crit quick blink away. And Empire once again begging for a fight. Sumail unable to hit his target, but Poshka too quick on his blink. And get the hell out. Hex and run. Hex and run.
Whoa, Rezo?
Hex and Rez. He just time us back into that?
Yep, he has to be giving it.
Yules goes, it creates a little bit of space. Sumail into the cover of his Shadow Blade. But he has the Aegis Immortal. Even if they kill Sumail, they won't see it as a win. And Crit, oh, the Dream Coil. It cancelled the TP out from the Earth Spirit. Shaman can now do his, but no, that won't work either. Malphur Stun will do its work. 2 down for Empire. They still at least have the combination with the Darkseer, and this time the DK is alive, but they don't have the kick stun from the Earth Spirit they need. 17 seconds until that's up, but they have the fortification to buy time.
Black Hole is ready.
Universe.
He still has the highest. He has the highest net worth of the game as well, not just the highest CL.
Yeah. Wonderful Octarine.
If you picked him in your fantasy team, I think he's pretty valuable this game. An offlaner that gets top net worth in the game is kind of crazy. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
Empire's
they jump in. They go for the stun. They're trying to bring down Zai. Arteezy ripping apart Poshka. He lasted longer than 30 seconds, so congratulations to him. But Universe, blink in. Now you do your black hole, holding DK in position while the fight on the other side, underneath the shrine, Sumail is trying to go on Roger, but they know it's over. It's GG. They've lost too many. Empire not only out of the lobby, they're out of the game. GG.
Yeah, GG. EG are looking really good today. These 2 games were very good. I'm not sure how to place Empire because, you know, you always look good by comparison, right? Like yesterday, I think EG went 3-3. They had 3 draws, I think, against various teams. We cast their game against TNC. I know they drew that.
Yep.
They drew against Liquid, and they drew against IGV.
But they were
IGV.
They were all hard games though. Like I don't think any of their opponents. I don't think any opponent here really at TI is someone you're going to say we get a walkover. Like it was the same when we cast the Inf.